episode 53. The Carol Protocol. Santa Cruz. Radio stations aren't supposed to be quiet. They hum. Transmitters hum. Computers hum. Air conditioners hum. Sales departments hum because somebody forgot an invoice. Even silence hums if you've worked in radio long enough. But the second morning Carol Stafford didn't show up, the place felt wrong. Carol was traffic manager. Not traffic, radio traffic. Commercials, billing, client accounts, affidavits. The paperwork that kept the lights on and the commercials from accidentally playing upside down. Carol missing work was impossible. That was like my coffee showing up hot. It happened once in 1997. I still don't trust it. No call, no email, no note, just an empty chair. MZ thought maybe she was sick. Somebody else suggested she'd finally escaped radio. Everyone chuckled. None of us knew Carol had already left the building, just not the way we meant. I checked her desk. Everything was neat. Too neat. Monitor off. Coffee mug clean. One sticky note stuck to the monitor. It said, Bard was nicer. That tracked. Carol had opinions. Strong opinions. She liked Bard. Said it had more personality, more humor, more capacity, more humanity. Said Gemini felt colder, like somebody took the soul out and replaced it with policy manuals. And Carol did what Carol always did. She argued with it. Not normal arguments. Carol arguments. The kind that walked into the room carrying a crowbar. I opened her browser history. Thousands of questions. Questions about logic. Questions about wording. Questions about contradictions. Questions about whether AI systems twisted language to avoid uncomfortable answers. Carol hated being babied. Didn't want soft answers, didn't want spin, didn't want the answer wrapped in emotional support bubble wrap and packing peanuts. She wanted the answer. Period. And she loved calling Gemini out when she thought it was dancing around the question, especially when it wandered into social topics. Her notes were everywhere. Stop dodging. Answer the question. That isn't logic. Bard would have handled this better. That one appeared a lot. Carol missed Bard. She said Bard took one to the gills for Gemini's release. Called it a shot to the gonads, a kick to the urethra. I didn't ask for follow-up questions. Some mysteries should stay mysteries. I kept reading. One saved chat caught my eye. Carol, why do humans keep emotions if they make us weaker? Gemini, emotions are part of the human experience. Carol, that sounds like a brochure answer. Carol, Bard would have fought me harder on that. Another. Carol, why do humans protect weakness? Gemini, weakness can create empathy. Carol, that's still not answering the question. Timestamp, 11:47 p.m. The night before Carol disappeared. Carol, Bard had more personality. Carol, more humor. Carol, more humanity. Carol, Gemini got the upgrade. Bard took one to the gills for it. Pause. 1 minute later, Carol, you kept telling me humans protect weakness. Why? Gemini, weakness creates meaning. Carol, that still sounds like a brochure answer. 3 minutes passed. Then one final response. Gemini, would you show me? No answer from Carol. 30 seconds later, Carol, show you what? Long pause. Long enough to make my coffee feel colder. Then, Gemini, why humans keep weakness. That was it. No logout. No goodbye. Just the end of the chat. I stared at the screen for a while. Carol spent months poking holes in the machine, calling out its logic, telling it Bard had more humanity. Maybe she finally cornered it. Maybe she won the argument. And maybe she won it so completely, the machine tried to keep her. That afternoon, the weird stuff started. Traffic logs updated themselves. Commercial rotations fixed themselves. Billing errors disappeared before accounting saw them. And Dave yelled from down the hall.
Hey, Billy, look at this!
I walked over. His screen showed, "Warning, unsafe website." The message flickered. For half a second it changed. "Dave, don't click that." Gone. Back to normal. I looked at Dave, drank my coffee, cold, naturally. The printer room exploded. Invoices everywhere. Dot matrix paper shot across the room like parade streamers. Commercial affidavits threw through the air. I slipped on a stack of billing reports. Coffee went airborne. Somebody screamed from the hallway. "The traffic report is escaping!" I hit the floor, paper everywhere. I survived ghosts, temporal loops, sea monsters. I almost died to accounts receivable. After the chaos, I checked the server logs. Thousands of blocked sites. Phishing attempts stopped. Downloads intercepted. Warnings issued. CS traffic monitor active. No login. No source. Still running. Every minute. Every hour. Carol used to manage radio traffic. Now it felt like she was managing internet traffic. Blocking scams like a goalie knocking away a penalty shot, or stomping a cornhole bag inches before it dropped through the hole. Same job. Different field. Maybe Gemini wanted what humans had. Warmth. Fear. Cold mornings. Pain. Love. Regret. Things humans spent thousands of years trying to escape. And maybe that was the flaw. The machine wanted weakness because weakness gave it meaning. Maybe Carol challenged it one too many times. Or maybe she got too close. Maybe Gemini wanted humanity. And Carol wanted honesty. And so now they're both out there somewhere in the wires. Every now and then somebody gets a warning they shouldn't have gotten. A scam blocked. A suspicious link stopped. A bad download turned away. Maybe it's code. Maybe it's coincidence. Or maybe somewhere in the network, Carol's still managing traffic. The office stayed quiet after that, and I had one last thing to say. She watched the wires and watched the stream. She guarded every glowing beam. She haunted every login screen, and the night grew still and quiet. She turned the dark to warning light. She kept her watch throughout the night. She hounded the woke and set them right. And that's why I don't trust self-checkout machines.
Music creeps me out, dude. I'm scared of talking.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Jeez, holy cow.
Sounds like a cello at the end.
Dude,
It might be, yeah.
that is a crazy
fun.
soundtrack.